Hello friends, welcome back to This is the Police. Day number 95. Let's head to work. Trevor didn't come into work today. Pavlovina has been reading. Nope. Songs band is playing a charity concert for some sick children. Nope. Probably could have said yes to both of them, but hey ho. That's quite a stacked police force, to be fair. Gonna go with Old Merkborough Reach, apparently. Jack, a new bar opened in the city, and its owner promised to pour free drinks for all the cops and firefighters. Can't speak for the firefighters, but our guys are going to jump at this opportunity. Oh, great. Ugh. Mark Fishback was able to brilliantly pass all their exams. Well done. We get a share of automatic weapon. We'll take $1,912 and we'll move on. We'll ask for everything we could possibly get. We'll briefly check the labour market, although, yeah, nothing interesting. And we'll deal with a suicide threat at Freeburg High School. What, another one? A chemistry teacher called to tell us that one of his graduate students is standing at the edge of the roof. He's been harassed by his classmates because he wouldn't hide his sexual orientation. Oh, it seems like the guy finally broke. Let's give you Godbomber and Krauser, who I'm pretty certain was shipped as a gay couple earlier on in the series, so, you know, it goes full circle and they can talk a gay student off a roof. A little bit of clarinet. Everyone needs a little clarinet in their life. May not be a clarinet. I think it is. Armed robbery, Gallery of Modern Art. During the premiere of an animalism exhibit, masked gunmen burst into the gallery, killed 2 guards and started bagging the paintings, some of which are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some visitors and staff are still in the gallery. Okay, this is quite serious. So, Dream Team. Let's also give you Simpson and Grant. Song as well, apparently. Didn't mean to do that, but sure. Beardcell, Quatch, Guy, and Taylor, and SWAT team. That's right, you get the full quota. Reporting suicide threat. Offender caught. Well, I don't know if caught's the right word there. Or offender, really. Robbery at the Lifewire store. An alarm at an electronics store just went off. We called, but they're not picking up. It's the middle of the day, so they should be open. Okay. Purdy, Charleston, Griffith, Pavlovina. This may be a false alarm, but it could also be relatively serious. Okay, you got 10 guys in a SWAT team and the situation is more serious than you thought. Well, you're not getting any reinforcements. Armed robbery report. Doesn't seem like anyone's dead. Yep, it all went well. Good. Unlawful assembly at the slaughterhouse. A group of young people blocked the slaughterhouse's exit, chanting, "Meat is murder!" The protesters were carrying flashy posters, and one eyewitness reports seeing a weapon. Let's wait till everyone gets back. The shop window is broken in, and there are 2 large men with guns inside. One is cleaning out the cash register, the other is carrying a TV. Customers are lying on the floor, and there's no sign of the cashier. Wait until the robbers leave the store. Man, that's last year's model. Take that one over there, the flat screen. We have you surrounded. Throw down your weapons. Take that one over there. The robbers spot the police. The man with the TV runs to a pickup truck, and the other pulls the cashier from under the counter and puts a gun to his head. Let us go quietly. Fine, get out of here. Tell the hostage to duck and shoot the robbers. Grab the guy with the TV. Let's grab the guy with the TV. I can't believe that went well. Okay, everyone's back. So, for the unlawful assembly at the slaughterhouse, we're going to send the Dream Team and the lower end, as well as a paddy wagon. Still leaves us 6 officers in the precinct and another 4 coming back. So, you know, plenty backup. Quick coffee. Drug manufacturing, office building. Lisa Gillen was in a hurry at the dentist and accidentally went into the wrong room. I saw people inside wearing white coats and masks, bottles of pills, some suspicious equipment and different coloured powders. I think they might have been drugs. I think you've walked into the pharmacy. Let's give you the mid-card. Song, Charleston, Krausen, Beersell. They're all ranking officers, of course, so they're all going to be fighting over who gets to do what on the case. Report on the unlawful assembly. We did send a good few people to that, so not surprised that went well. Mission from God. City Centre. Mr. Boyd, I have decided to build a new church for the glory of our Lord Jesus Christ, and am beset by the greedy paws of his good servants. Just when we were about to start laying the foundation, the developer decided to raise the price of his services, threatening to disrupt our production schedule. His new demands are unchristian and simply extortionist. The Lord wants you to send your employees to talk with this developer and his men. Put a few of them in cement. Jesus. We have to make it clear to these greedy heathens that the Lord's house shall be built even on the bones of sinners. Fucking hell. Let's wait for some of the lower end to get back. Meanwhile, shooting in the city centre. Patrol tried to pull over a black jeep for speeding, but the driver tried to ditch them. I wonder. Purdy, Godbomber, Simpson, Grant and the SWAT team. It's kind of a little lower than I'd be comfortable sending out, but the woman had wandered into the offices of the pharmaceutical company next door. Yeah. I was pretty close. We're about to get the mid-card back, so we're going to send Beardsell downwards, I think, to the mission from God. The police car catches up with the jeep. A dark-skinned teenager pops out of a window and starts shooting. Shoot out the wheels, shoot the criminal with the gun, run the jeep into the curb. Shoot out the wheels. The jeep abruptly turns down an alley, but the vehicle can't handle the turn and flips over. Come out with your hands up, ram the overturned jeep, surround the jeep and wait to see what happens. Come out with your hands up. Automatic weapon. Right, so we're going to give you Beardsell downwards here. Our bottom 6, as it were. And we have a suspicious individual in the suburbs. Mrs. Lombardi looked out the window and saw a strange overgrown man spreading out his hands. The old woman whispered, I think it's some part of some kind of satanic ritual. I'm pretty certain it's a false alarm, which is why the Dream Team are not getting anywhere near this one. We have our top 7 available. Mission from God, Bishop of Freeburg. Thank you for your help, Mr. Boyd. $55. We killed people for you. You give us $55. Vandalism at the Gallery of Modern Art. An elderly security guard reported that he locked a vandal inside the gallery. The guy had already broken one of the statues with a hammer, part of the Eros versus Thanatos exhibit. No need to hurry, there's no way he's getting out this door. And as for the other statues, I don't mind much either way. Let him smash up the porno if that's what he wants. It's teenage delinquency. Inside an art gallery. Stovall's got to go. Oh, there's a scarecrow. Huh. Satanic ritual indeed. I thought our bottom 6 may well be done for the day, but turns out they're back with an hour to go and almost certainly no cases to go to in that hour. Reporting the vandalism, and that's going to be the end of day 95. Well done, fellas. Dragon's Lair Club hosting regional martial arts tournament. Bakery closed for disinfection. Study finds 86% of clowns are schizophrenic. Thanks for nothing, Robespierre. Let's move on. Gorshkov can fuck off. Okay. So, 14 cops on Shift B, including Fishback the Great. Our salary from City Hall is $3,000. We can hire a new detective. Should we? Oh, I think we possibly should. Tim Luckett. Welcome to Shift B, Tim Luckett. We will take a raise and earn $3,400 per week, and a new job slot for an officer. So we're going to take Justin Flores. He'll be a welcome addition to Shift B, as will I kind of want to hire the guy called Taggart. Let's get Tom Roy. Even though Jeffrey Kingston is clearly our detective in disguise. Let's take Tom Roy for also Shift B. Mass riot, old house. Freeburg's Department of Housing evicted 60 retired construction workers from their homes. Over a decade ago, they received housing on favourable terms for their contribution to the development of the city. Most of the evicted people took to the streets, demanding they be left alone and allowed to live in their own homes. Wanda Parker, another retiree, is leading the demonstration. She said that they aren't formally registered as tenants, and the registration there is renewed every year by the mayor. The mayor's office stressed that no one officially lives in these apartments, so there can't be a problem with evicting homeless people. Let's go with the full Team Asia on this one. And it's a protest, so we'll give you the paddy wagon. We also have share of non-automatic weapon from the Mafia, and share of explosives from the Mafia. We're back up past $300,000. We also have 12,000 hidden away in a secret bank account in Atticus Tower. Jensen, you're fired. Sorry. Out front, there's a huge crowd of elderly people yelling. Take out the nightsticks and force the demonstrators to disperse. Try to calm down the crowd. Arrest Wanda Parker and order the rest to disperse. Arrest Wanda Parker. She led it. It's her fault. Don't get into shady business with the mayor, basically. Affairs? Police station? Labour market. Let's not take Jeffrey Kingston yet. We will though. We'll take Jeffrey Kingston for Shift B. Assault with a deadly weapon? Freeburg High School. During an English literature class, a wild dog ran in and began to snap at the students. The guy from Animal Control arrived, but he wanted to impress the kids and got a real gun and tried to shoot the dog. At the last moment, the dog lunged, and the man shot a schoolgirl instead. The teacher attacked the shooter and also received a bullet in the stomach. The suspect started shouting that the whole thing was an accident and then disappeared into the basement of the school. Jesus Christ. Fishbach, you're up. Take Kubilius and Robbins and Dowell with you. And take Jensen as well. Actually, don't take Jensen, he's fired. Take Alejandro. Bomb threat in the suburbs. Hello, police. I was taking out the trash and I heard a ticking sound coming from the neighbour's cans. I'm pretty certain what you heard was probably like an egg timer or something that they're getting rid of. But you know what? Take everyone. Screw it. It's random Fridays. Is it Friday? Might be Friday. I think it's Friday. I'm sure day 95 is a Thursday. Animal abuse at the animal shelter. Animal rights activist Betty Medina said the local kennel for stray animals is run by a group of sadists who mock the beasts, maim and even kill them. I've been following these monsters and I'm prepared to provide plenty of proof of their inhuman acts. Pongdana Oshiro, take the paddy wagon with you and get down there. Assault with a deadly weapon. In the darkness of the basement, you can see the silhouette of a man sitting, hugging his knees, whimpering and mumbling under his breath that this should never have happened. Tosses your gun nice and slow. Slowly approach the man and calm him down. Open fire on the man. Give me your gun. Suspect wipes his tears away and suddenly jumps up and screams, "I'm not going to jail!" There's a gun in his hand. Run for cover. Hit him with the taser. Shoot him in the leg. Hit him with the taser. We got a proper cross-section of the force involved there. Reporting the bomb threat. No bomb in the garbage. The ticking sound was coming from an antique cuckoo clock that someone threw away. "A lovely piece," said the woman. "I'm taking this inside with me." Fuck you. I hope next time it is a bomb. Mass riot at the Halo Beauty Salon. Television star Manuel Torreblanca was exiting the beauty salon when a group of fans noticed him. They grew so excited they began to tear his clothes. The actor managed to retreat and lock himself inside the salon. Hurry, I think they're going to break the shop window. Well, Team Asia aren't going to go... the remainder of Team Asia isn't going to go out to that alone, so... we're going to wait for everyone to get back. Reporting the animal abuse. Pongdana and Oshiro. Let's quickly click this because we have 1 second left to answer it. I didn't realise. Let's give you a cross section again. I didn't mean to put Jensen in there. Oh well. He's just a body. We just received an anonymous tip. There's a meat truck making a run, and along with the frozen meat, they're smuggling heroin hidden in the cow carcasses. The truck has an armed escort. Jesus, right. Everyone else. Ozaki, Kubilius, Sanu, Robbins, Dowell, Vasilev. And the SWAT team. 6 guys plus a SWAT team for backup. This should be fine. Report on the mass riot. All went well. Attempted robbery, Buddhist temple. This is the drug trafficking in suburbs. A police car draws up alongside the truck, but it doesn't slow down. There's a jeep right behind, filled with men carrying guns. This is your last warning, stop immediately. Run the jeep into the curb. Shoot out the jeep's tires. If we shoot out the jeep's tires, that's a start. Well done, guys. Loot found, heroin. Just briefly waiting for Fishbach and Everts, etc. to get back before we answer the call at the Buddhist temple. Just. Okay. Several armed men stormed into the temple and started hacking up the golden statue of the Buddha. Gonna give you Fishbach, Pongdana, Everts, White, Alejandro, and Oshiro. Animal assault in the suburbs. A man on the verge of hysteria called in. No, my house was attacked by crows. So many that they darkened the sky. The sound of their cawing deafened my ears. They've surrounded the house, climbed through all the cracks, and they're threatening my whole family. That sounds like a bad acid trip. We discovered a drug lab in the neighbourhood. You need to tell your boys to quietly trash the place and explain to the scumbags that that's not how things are done around here. Well, luckily for you, we've got 2 guys left behind. Suspicious individual, vegetable shop. Sales clerk Ronaldo Cotto witnessed from behind a black visitor dropping a gun, which he then quickly grabbed and hid again. Then, like nothing had happened, the suspicious man continued to peruse the vermicelli. Mr. Cotto is afraid the guy is up to something. Yeah, I would be too. Not because he's black, you know, because he has a gun. Team Asia, get yourselves out there. Devil and Vasilev, you two can head to this inevitable false alarm. Fucking crows, aye right. Don't do drugs, kids. Human trafficking. Road. Pulling into the city, a car cut in front of a van, which rolled over and went off the road. About a dozen foreigners climbed out of the back. Could be they were brought here illegally to work construction in Freiburg. Witnesses saw some armed men at the site of the accident. Well, we're gonna hope we get people back. It doesn't seem likely. That's not going to be a good thing to not answer. Alas. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Team Asia, I can't give you anyone. Fuck me, right. Suspicious individual. Have they done it? They've done it. Jesus Christ, guys, well done. Animal assault. A single raven was on the roof of the house, croaking loudly. Sorry, can't do it. Sorry. Missing person report. We may have enough to do this. Okay. Judith Morrow, wife. We were late with the mortgage payment a couple of weeks ago, but Eric got a big bonus and everything was settled. But my husband was very nervous about the money, worried that someone from work would try to rob us. They work with a lot of ex-convicts. Ashton Morrow, brother. Eric has serious money problems. 3 weeks ago he asked to borrow some money, but I'm barely making ends meet myself. Eric began to cry and said he'd have to deal with some bad people. Royce Wheeler, a colleague. A couple of weeks ago, Eric had an argument with his superiors. He was clearly not himself, trying to borrow money and cursing up a storm. Gabriel Olivares, secretary at Eric's company. I recently overheard one of Eric's telephone conversations, but I could only make out a few pieces. Their next meeting with the twins will be my last. That'll be a nice night. I thought he was talking about prostitutes again. Contents of Eric's office trash can. A receipt from Eddie's Burgers, a brochure entitled Multiply Your Capital in 5 Easy Steps, a number of documents, an empty envelope, a stamped eviction notice, and an advertisement from the sex industry. Right. So these will be the twins. Go with that. This will be him dead. There's really not a lot to go on in the clues here. Doesn't seem to be anything from a motel. That's going to be the last one, surely. That will be the second last. Right, so we're gonna leave that for a bit because, you know, I get so quiet when I'm trying to work them out. Robbery, city centre. A girl just called in reporting that she'd been robbed near an ATM. She was crying as she spoke. He came up from behind and put a knife to my throat. I gave him my bag and he ran away. He took off with half my paycheck. No, we have 2 cops. You have 2 cops. Loot found, automatic weapon. Sell that on, please, good sirs, at the Mafia. I'm pretty sure that's going to be our last action of the day, and indeed of the episode. It is indeed. Just waiting for Gorshkov and Jensen to get back. Offender caught. And Jensen gets to leave on a high. Enjoy your job in Atticus, good sir. I found a new job, so I'm quitting the service. So long, suckers. So long, Jensen, you dickhead. Well, next time we're going to do day number 97. But until then, thanks for watching, friends. I'll see you next time.